Hello class, in this video I'll be showing you how to determine the intervals in which the graph of a function is increasing or decreasing. Let's begin. In example 10, we want to determine the intervals in which the graph of the function g of x is increasing and decreasing. I want to make a note that the domain of g of x is all real numbers. Now that we have the domain of g of x, we can go ahead and find the critical numbers. So I'm going to take the derivative of g of x and set it equal to 0. That will look like this. The only way a rational function is equal to 0 is if the numerator is equal to 0. So we have 0 is equal to 2x minus 2, which implies that x is equal to 1. Since 1 is in the domain of g of x, we can conclude that 1 is a critical number. Now to determine when the derivative is undefined. The derivative is undefined when x squared minus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. If we apply the quadratic formula to solve for x, we will have x is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 15 divided by 2. Since the square root of negative 15 is not real, this quadratic equation has no real solutions. So what this means is that the derivative is defined for all real values of x, which means that there's only one critical number at x is equal to 1. Now to determine the intervals in which the graph of the function is increasing or decreasing, I'm going to make a number line. On this number line, I'm going to place a 1, and that is because we know that the derivative at x is equal to 1 is equal to 0. Now there are two intervals to test, one that is less than 1 and another that's greater than 1. I'm going to start by testing the interval that's less than 1. I'm going to choose x is equal to 0. So the derivative at x is equal to 0 is negative half, which is clearly less than 0. Next, I'm going to test the interval that's greater than 1. I'm going to choose x is equal to 2. The derivative at 2 is equal to positive half, which is greater than 0. So the graph of g of x is decreasing in the interval negative infinity to 1. The graph of g of x is increasing in the interval 1 to infinity. And we are done.